What is going on, you guys? It's Fahad here, back with yet another video. All right, so today I wanted to go ahead and talk about what expectations should you have out of the business model dropshipping, right? So, like we rightly spoke about in my previous video, dropshipping is a business model inside of e-commerce. There are different business models inside of e-commerce, right? Dropshipping is not the only one that you should be with. And dropshipping is something, so how I see dropshipping, it's incredibly efficient way for you to go out there and test out your idea concept of product. Okay, so sort of like the MVP that people call the MVP, the prototype, minimum viable product. So if you really have this idea or concept that you want to begin with, you can go out there with dropshipping. This is essentially how dropshipping started out. Dropshipping was there for decades, right? How it all started was that, people wanted to test out products really cheaply. They test out the products and then they were like, oh, this works, so let's go out there and brand it. Some people, oh, it doesn't work, let's pivot and move on to the next, right? However, what happened is that a few people were like, hey, okay, so people are dropshipping, let's try to use Facebook ads and try to scale with Facebook and see what happens. And then turns out, early stages, 2015, 2016, it did really well. And that was basically the beginning of everything, right? So let me just remove my reminders here. But yeah, that was basically the beginning of everything. That is where it all started. People realized that, hey, oh, guess what? We can use this model and put in the powerful Facebook ads to work for us and essentially scale stores from 6 figures to even 7 figures. A few people were even able to take it to 8 figures. Yes, there are ways that you can do that. Don't don't be shy about it, or don't be skeptical about it. There are totally ways that you can go ahead and do that. So that is how it started. Now, a few expectations you need to have. So talking about, coming back to the topic of expectations. Expectations is really a bitch. I'll be honest. Okay, if you have the wrong expectations, that could literally lead you to the worst life ever, to a very, very bad life. If you are a person who keeps wrong expectations out of circumstances and situations in your life, you are quite literally going to have the worst, the most bad experience ever. That's because you expect, let's say, this much. Okay, you expect this much, and the events turn out to be this. Now what's gonna happen? You're like, oh, I'm supposed to be here, but now I'm here. And oh, come on, man, this only happens to me. Come on, this could not happen to me, and blah blah. Instead of realizing that even here is good enough, and this does not mean everything. This does not mean the final destination. You can surely go here, but the thing is, you expected the wrong thing at the wrong time, right? If you were to expect this much out of that particular time, you would have been really happy, right? Or if you expected this, but this happened, which anyways happened, but you kept your expectations low, now you're happy, right? And this does not, again, this position, this place that you're at is not the final thing. You can definitely move on to where you want to be, originally where you wanted to be, okay? But you got to keep the realistic time frame in mind, okay? So now coming back to dropshipping, how does this relate to dropshipping? The thing is with people is that they still think that dropshipping is something which is a get-rich-quick scheme, right? Even though I keep warning people, I keep telling them, hey, set the right expectations, but on end, almost all the time, people think that this is a get-rich-quick scheme and this is a solution to all of their poverty. It's not the case, guys. It's just not the case. If you are looking to make money, if you are looking for greatness, you cannot expect that to happen in months. You just cannot. You cannot start something in January and be like, oh, I'm gonna make 10 times the more money that I'm making right now, or 100 times more money that I'm making right now. I'm making, let's say, $5,000 a month. or $10,000 a month, and you cannot expect to make $100,000 or $200,000 a month in just a span of 2 to 3 months. It does not even sound realistic, right? Heck, I have people of that sort, and I also see people who want to make, who are like, oh, okay, maybe I don't want to make that much. I just want to make another $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on the side in 2 months. That could be possible, but not likely. Still not likely. There are no businesses out there that could yield you a profit, a net profit, after everything removed to $2,000, $3,000. You also need to understand that businesses, even after you make net profit, let's say, your business makes $100,000 a month, okay? Out of which your net profit is $50,000 a month. So $50,000 a month typically or realistically goes to your pocket. Out of which you also need to understand that you need to keep 80% retained in the business. You cannot take all that 50% and be like, oh, let me start enjoying my life. You will enjoy your life the first to the second month, but that will soon come and attack you, all right? It will come and bite you in the back. So you don't want to do that. You want to retain 80%. So likely $40,000 is going to be retained back into the business, and only $10,000 is what will go to your pocket. Okay, now this is an example for a business which is making $100,000 a month. But if your business is making $10,000 a month, then you literally have to be happy with $1,000 a month, with the same figures that we spoke about just now, in terms of percentages. You gotta be happy with $1,000 coming to your pocket. And I'll be honest, that is something which could happen, but the chances are very little. Let's be honest, right? This is a business after all. The thing is, it all starts, okay? This is how you gotta see the business. It all starts by looking at dropshipping as if it were to be a business. The moment you do that, literally, trust me, the moment you do that, you're going to have the right expectations, you're going to keep the right budget in front of you to begin with, and everything is going to fall into place. Rather than thinking this is something that you can just start on the side, and this is like a cash machine or an ATM built in your house, that whenever you want it, you withdraw money and you go, and that literally happens in 2 to 3 months. If that is your expectation, you are never gonna achieve it. Never is that ever gonna happen. I keep meeting so many people. I have so many meetups that keeps going, and I meet so many new people. I'm a natural extrovert, so I fuel off of meeting new people, making new connections. And trust me, whenever I meet people, when I see this trait in them, where it's like, oh, everything can be figured out fairly quickly in like 2 to 3 months, trust me, almost always they are not even almost, always, okay, literally always they are wrong. So yeah, keep the right expectations. In terms of what budget you need, this is like a question that I guess get asked quite a lot. What budget you need? You need a realistic budget of I would say $2,500 to $3,000. Okay, fixed capital plus a consistent flow of income. Okay, you have to have that. You just cannot show up to this business model with $3,000 in your pocket. It's not gonna work, because you're going to have holes. You're going on your payment gateways. You're going to have, you will need the working capital flowing every day on a daily basis to fuel in your business on a daily, or else your business gets paused, and you don't want to lose momentum for something that may be working or may not be working. Momentum should never be lost, never. Okay, no matter what you do. So yeah, there you are, right? So that is the budget that you need: $2,500 to $3,000 plus a consistent flow of income. Okay, you have to have something that you are. If you don't have a job, this is what you got to do. Go out there and find people who got the damn money, dude. Like, go in the city. You live in one of the best. I'm guessing that you are looking at this video being in Dubai, and you're in one of the best cities on the planet. Okay, you're on the best cities on the planet, and if you are in Dubai, just go out there and find out who has the money. Okay, as soon as you were to figure that out, go, and there are so many people. Best tip that I can give you: go out there and usually I see that these big homes, or fairly rich people in city, almost always have a car sitting outside their house, rotting in the sun, doing nothing. Okay, out of 20 or 30 rich houses that you were to go to, you will find 1 or 2 houses having that issue, that problem. Go and ring the bell. Okay, they might not answer to you the first time, they might not answer to you second time, they might just they might answer you the third time, but whatever you're going to tell them, they're just going to not like it. But if you keep doing that, it's the volume game here, right? If you play the volume game here, this is only for people, because I do get a lot of people reach out to me and who are like, oh, we don't have the funds to do it, hence we got to give up. That is the worst kind of mentality there is. If you don't, like, the money problem is usually the last problem that you want to have. You should never have the money problem in your life, okay? You need to find some way or the other, either your family, your friends, your colleagues, someone, right? So coming back to the example, so they might not show any attention, they might not care about what you want to say the first time or the second time, but this is what I want you to go and tell them. Hey, listen, and I know, I'm also going to tell this, okay, as a disclaimer. I know that if 100 people out there are listening to this and who really want that, let's say those 100 people really want that, 0.0001% are going to apply this. Literally, I'm telling you. I'm just being super honest here. 0.0001% of the people are going to actually make it happen. Okay, if you are one of them, congrats, because nobody else is gonna probably do this if they're watching my video for the next 2 to 3 months. So you might just be the one who will do that. Rest all are just gonna be lazy, right? But go to those houses and be like, hey, listen, your car over here seems to be here forever now. You guys don't use it. It's just like rotting in sun, dead metal piece, right? And I'm sure there's a price tag on it. Guess what I'm gonna do? Give me the keys to this car and I'll go out there and sell this car for you for 100,000 dirhams, whatever the price, right? They're probably going to have a really good car. So that's why you can sell that for 100,000 dirhams or whatever the price, 60,000 dirhams, right? Tell them that and be like, a dead metal piece is going to bring you 60,000 dirhams. Now, like I said, not all are going to accept to this, but if you only go to one and they say no, doesn't mean all are going to say no. That's the thing, right? That's the mindset you need. You need to play the freaking volume game. It's all about volume game. In sales, in business, it's all about volume. In not just sales and business, in a good, great life, it's all about volume, okay? But if you go to 10 houses or if you go to 20 houses, guess what? One is going to say yes, and you just need that one person to begin your journey, okay? If they say yes to that offer, take the keys of that car, start driving around the city with that car, go and sell that car. And I'm sure, 100% sure, there is someone in the city. If you were to approach to 100, 200, 300 people in the city, one will always say yes. I have never been in a place where I have done the volume game and after that I was still said a no for anything. Literally, you want to sell anything, that can happen, but you got to play the volume game. You got to understand the volume game, right? So go and sell that for, let's say, 90,000 dirhams or 80,000 dirhams. Keep the up one or the up amounts. I'm forgetting the name, but anyway, so keep the margin. 20,000 or 25,000 dirhams is your margin. Give the owner 60,000 dirhams, and there you are. Now you're walking out of that deal with 20 to 25,000 dirhams. If you think this is impossible, then don't even try it. But if you think this is possible, go out there and do it, because it is possible. Nothing in Dubai, nowhere is impossible, okay? So it's really, this analogy is really going to connect with a very few of you all. And yeah, this is the video for very few of you all anyway. So yeah, that is that. The next piece is that it's not just me saying it. I have been there as well. Now, I did not do a lot of it because I was smart with what but again, I wish I had someone like me to show you these shortcuts to life. These are like life hacks. All you got to do is work, just make it happen and be smart at it. That's it. Life is all about taking action, right? And if you were to not take action just because you set the wrong expectations, or you think you don't have the money, or you don't have this or that, you're this is how I see it. Don't be scared of failing. Don't be scared of losing money. Don't be scared of getting rejected. Be scared of living a mediocre life. And set the right expectations. Okay, set the right expectations. And if you want help for free on how to set the right expectations, just go ahead and freaking email me, or just message me on Instagram. I'm gonna leave those over here at the top. So my email, you'll find it, and also you'll find on Instagram. Give me a message. I'll set the right expectations for you. Okay, I'll get a team member or somebody to set the right expectations for you. But after that, it's all you. You are the hero or the heroine of your story. Only you can change your life, and nothing else can do that. Okay, if there was somebody to be doing that, they would have already done that, but they haven't done this in all of 20, 30, 40 years that you have lived. So now is the time for you to go out there and take action. Now, I apologize for all the rant that I have put in here, but I really wanted to make sure that I put out the message. Sometimes, something that is in my head, I just want to put it out for people so that they really take action. It's all about business, and life is all about taking action. I've seen so many people have no clue about anything in life, but all they know is take action. And trust me, 2 years down the line, they're there where they wanted to be. So it's all about taking action. If you don't know anything right now, if you're scared, whatever it is, just go take action. There's nothing to lose. Trust me, there's literally nothing to lose. There's so much more to life. The thing is, I'll put it this way, okay? If you go out there and try the business, okay, set the right expectations, be like, oh, this much money, I need this much money, this is the time that it's gonna take, probably 4 or 5 months down the line is where I'm gonna probably see a few results. This is the amount of money that it's gonna take. Let me go ahead and find that money. And then if you were to start, okay, you started, and guess what? Let's say you failed miserably, okay? You failed miserably. It could happen, right? It could, or it could not happen. Maybe the first or the second month you failed miserably, but you know that you're just gonna keep going. But you failed miserably, but you're like, oh my God, how come I failed? Oh my God, cannot believe this happening to me, da 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 da. You'll probably walk home with shame that day, okay? You'll probably be very sad. You'll probably be very angry with yourself. You will not be in the greatest of the moods to have dinner or to speak to your spouse or family or friends. But guess what happened during that, or during all of this? Something interesting happened. And that is, something interesting did not happen. That is, the world did not stop revolving, right? The world did not fall apart, right? Do you think you failing made the world stop revolving around the sun or rotating? It does not happen, right? The world does not come to an end, right? Neither does your world come to an end, nor does my world come to an end, nor does everyone's world come to an end. It's the exact same thing, just progressing. It's just that you have failed once. You might fail twice. You might fail 200 times, but you will see success after that. Failures is the best thing ever that could ever. Failure, I'm so happy to failure. The thing is, in schools and colleges, they are taught this thing that if you were to fail, it's a bad thing. That is what we have been conditioned to believe, right? And that's when we hear failure, we are like, oh, I don't want to experience that. That is your parents getting sad with you or angry with you. They're gonna hit you. Your teacher gonna hit you. Your friends gonna laugh at you. That is what you think failure is. Okay, so you have associated pain. You have associated negative feelings out of failure. But really what failure in real life, this is why, formal education is trash, because they don't teach you the right piece, and what the conditioning that they do is, we all know. So, but failure really is the best thing that can happen, is the best thing on the planet. The reason being is because when you fail is when you ponder. When you succeed, you just party, right? So when you fail is when you actually sit down, take a notebook and reflect, because all success does is boost your ego. That's it. That's it. Literally. Failure is not a bad thing. Failure is much better, much better than what we were conditioned. Okay? Failure is such an awesome tool to success. That's literally the shortcut to success, because if you're not failing, that means you are not taking the amount of steps that you need to. And guess what? If you're not gonna make it if the efforts piece is not put in place. So again, like I said, go out there and try it. The world is not gonna fall apart. you you are not gonna be ashamed. People are not gonna all the people in the city are not gonna come and laugh at you or something. Nothing of that sort is gonna happen. All you're gonna do after you fail is you're gonna learn big time. So make sure that you incorporate the happiness when you fail. I sometimes I'm so happy that I failed, because now I know that I'm gonna be a different version in the next 2-3 months. So after reflecting from that failure. So failure is awesome. I love failure. I take advantage of failure. Literally, I take advantage of it. That's the best friend, right? So that is that. Again, coming back to this expectations, set the right expectations, people. Don't reach out to me saying, oh, I only have $200, $300. Nobody made $2 million out of $200,000, okay? Nobody did, okay? You got to go out there and hustle and convert that 200 to 2000 over time, not with business, but with your skills and exchanging your time for it. And then once you are at that stage, go and put that money into business, because no business gets you, like I said, $2 million out of just $200 put in. Okay, so keep your expectations right, and keep yourself happy. End of the day, we doing this for happiness, right? What's the point if you're not happy? So set the right expectations. Even if you're seeing a few results, for a few people out there who are seeing results in dropshipping and e-commerce, set the right expectations. Keep yourself happy on a daily basis. I try to keep my expectations aligned to my goals and to my happiness every time, and that way I'm pretty much safeguarded from any external unhappiness, if you put it. Okay, so I hope this video helps. If you like my videos, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Okay, if you're not doing that, I'm trust me, I don't expect a lot, but if you're not doing that, I wouldn't be very happy. And also make sure to like the video if you like the video. Okay, like the video if you like the video. You don't have to like the video if you don't like the video. Okay, and hit the notification bell icon right beside the subscribe button. Helps me a ton, and so that you also get notified whenever I come out with a video. I purely wanted to go ahead and record this one because I've been receiving a lot of people in my DMs and in my emails with the wrong expectations, and I kind of feel, I kind of feel bad, or sort of, I feel like a lot of things are falling between the cracks, and I really want you all to win at this. And trust me, expectations is a bitch. Set the right expectations. Probably keep your expectations below, lower than what they need to be, and yeah, you'll come off as a really successful and happy person. And that is what success is for me. Success is not money. Success is happiness. Happiness all 24 hours of a day, every week, every month, every year. Be good. Peace.